Yo, what is good, everybody? So I kind of wanted to make a more in-depth video about this guitar, have a little more time on my hands to talk to you guys about how long I've had this guitar and the history I have with it, which honestly it isn't that much history, but this guitar was made, or it was made around 2015. That's what I can remember about it from looking up the serial number when it was still on the guitar. It's no longer on the guitar. It was just a sticker. It said it was made around 2015, and when I got it, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I loved this guitar when I had it. But I quickly found out that the Floyd was kind of shit, the pickups were shit. Pretty much everything except the bass model of the guitar was kind of ass. Whenever I played it doing just without an amp, it played pretty good. The fretboard is really nice. You can get the action pretty damn low, like most guitars you can, and there will be minimal fret buzzing, if any at all. I have fret buzzing issues just because I have fucked around with the truss rod a lot on this instrument, and it's not perfectly straight, but it's as straight as I'm probably gonna get it. This guitar was like my first ever mod platform that I've done to a guitar. First thing I did to this thing when I got it was I replaced the Floyd on it. I bought a new Floyd. So now it has a Go Tough Japan Floyd on it. And I don't know if you can see it. It's at the top there. Like right there. I don't know if y'all will be able to see that. But I bought that. That was like $200 at the time. That was maybe around like, I don't know, like 2020, 2021, somewhere around that time. These gold pieces, I actually ended up getting these for free. So I decided, hey, if it matches, I'm gonna put it on I'm just gonna put it on, because it matches. Second thing I did was I kept noticing that this was just dropping off, and I was just so fucking tired of it. So when I wanted to replace the pickups, I actually did this modification first, to where I put a thing on there like that, and it was supposed to be for a locking tuner mechanism type of thing, but I couldn't get the locking tuner to stay on it because the screw that I used was the same screw that goes into this, and it's too big for the what's we call it, the lock holders. I'm just gonna call it the lock holders. It was too big for the lock holders to go in all the way, and then also on top of that put the locking mechanism on top of it. It would just always fall off. So I just said fuck it and got this strap that had locks on it, and now I just use that for this guitar, and I'll probably just use this forever from here on out. When I was doing this guitar, I was trying to wire all the pickups together and make this selector switch work. In the process of doing that, I sliced the fuck out of my 2 fingers because I was trying to work on getting this part over here, and I had put the solderless things into the input jack thing, and I was trying to get it out, and I couldn't get it out by hand. So I grabbed a tool that had a sharp edge to it, and I tried to dig it back out, and the tool ended up slipping, and I just sliced both of my fingers. And I couldn't play guitar with these 2 fingers for a good couple of weeks, so I was just playing like with my pinky and my and my ring finger, so now I can make power chords. Well, kind of. It's been a while since I've done it. I used to play like that for a good couple of weeks while my two fingers were healing up. And now they're all healed. My pointer finger kind of feels numb from the whole thing. I don't think it healed properly, or it's still healing. I don't really know. I don't know how the body works. But anyways, because I sliced my finger open, I had to put the input jack on, I forget which hole it was. I think it was this hole that I put it in. So I just had to put it in through here, and then the input jack was always like shaking around because the plastic just isn't that durable for the pick scratching guard here. So it would just always move around. It would crackle on the amplifier. If you've ever had like a loose input jack and like ran it through an amp and just got that like sound, that's what happened all the time before I switched into this spot. I don't know if I said this before, but the only reason that the input jack is in this location instead of right here is just because I couldn't wire it. I couldn't, it wouldn't reach. It wouldn't reach, and I also couldn't get it out from the input jack anyways. And I was not about to drill a big ass hole just to like get this big ass thing all the way over here. I just said no and just drilled a hole. And the only downside is I can't go down with it. In the video I was talking about this, like in my part videos, but I can't sit down with it. It will just break the cable eventually. Unless like I go back and I actually route this whole area out to where the cable won't be affected if I sit down. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, until this is literally my job of like reviewing and gutting guitars, that's never gonna happen. It's just not. But yeah, this guitar was a pretty fun mod project at the end of the day, and it is a really good mod platform for anybody who's getting into modifying already made guitars and who doesn't know exactly what they're doing, like me, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like clearly you can tell from the wiring, like there's wiring right here that's just exposed, mainly just because I didn't want to route any other wiring patterns for the battery because I'm lazy. And yeah, that's what this guitar is actually just demonstrating. It's demonstrating like what a lazy person would do if they modified a guitar. And like this could be a cursed guitar, but honestly, I love this guitar. It still has the Jackson tuners on it, which are kind of dog shit, but as long as these work and I clamp these down like pretty hard and I just use the fine tuners work wonders and they keep the instrument tuned just fine. So I don't have to worry about tuning issues like damn near ever on this instrument. And if I do, it's like all the strings are slightly out of tune and I don't care enough to fix it because I can still play with that. Tonal wise, there is kind of a difference between this guitar and the rest of my guitars. I don't know what it is about this specific guitar, but all the lower notes just sound a bit, I don't know if muddy is the right word, but it's like, it's a lot more bass and mid heavy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It kind of makes this guitar stand out from the rest. It just sounds like, I don't know. It just sounds like you can definitely tell that either some wood is missing on the guitar or something. I honestly don't know why it like sounds different from the rest of my guitars. But like I said, it's not really a bad thing, and it's only noticeable through an amplifier, which I guess kind of matters because it is an electric guitar, but you could just fix that in the EQ settings. Like if I really wanted it to, like I could make it sound like the rest of my guitars. I just don't ever like change the settings on my amp, so I just notice it every time. It looks pretty cool whenever like I put the V sideways to a camera and chuck along to it, because it's so easy to do with a V. I've been yapping on about this guitar for too long. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys liked my rambling. We're gonna review some gear here in the future. We're gonna start doing gear reviews on the channel. We're gonna start getting professional on you guys. We're gonna like try to not shit post as much, and we're gonna try to get some actual videos going with some actual camera quality, editing quality, everything. That is coming in the future. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video.